I used to be someone who could never wake up before 6 AM. It was a mythical time that didn't exist in my day to day. There came a point where I wanted to challenge myself and see if waking up at 6 AM was useful at all and if it helped me improve my life or not. Waking up at 6 AM was out of the question in the past. I would go to sleep at 4, so having those 2 hours of sleep and then actually functioning the next day was not in it. I used to see all of these videos about people who were getting up at 6 AM, 5 AM, 4 AM, and I really wanted to try it myself. I was always so horrible at getting up in the morning, I never believed I could be successful at it. Until what we're going to talk about today. Welcome in everyone, my name is Andy and I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to come watch a video on the channel dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself. If you'd like to join the Monday Mindset Club, the only email at the beginning of the week you're actually happy to get, then the link is down below. I would love for you to be a part of that community. Often in our lives, we try to follow along other people's journey, live through their successes, or just copy what others are doing because we believe that what makes them successful is what's going to make us successful. And for me, I was the exact same. The problem with this is that we never know if it's actually going to work for us or if it's just complete crap. The first thing I noticed when I woke up at 6 AM was that I felt I was ahead of the competition. Who the competition was, I don't know, but there was a feeling of success through it. Ever since I started working on this habit, I felt like I was being successful in the morning instantly. Even though I wasn't competing against anyone of actually getting up in the morning, but it did feel that I completed a task that I was never able to in the past. There's something about waking up before most of the world is. And although in the other half of the world they're probably still awake, there's this innate feeling of success as you do it. You're up before everyone else, you get to get your day started, and the thing I love the most is that you get to take time for you. There's not much noise, there's not much foot traffic, there's just not much going on. It's something we often need in our lives that are extremely crazy, to just take a little bit of time for ourselves before everyone else is even awake. I used to have this really bad habit of saying, oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time for that. I'm not going to be able to get that done. And once I started getting up earlier, I realised that we have way more time than we ever think. We just use our time in the worst way possible. By doing so, I was able to work on my own stuff freely, without any distractions, and often get everything I would usually get done in a day when I was getting up at 11 AM, done by 11 AM, before I would usually get up in the past. Now the problem that arises here is, if you don't have anything to work on, is it really something you should be doing? The problem many have with early rising is that even if they do get up, what is there to actually do? Most places are shut, half the world is asleep, and if you end up doing nothing, then is it even worth it? I had a conversation with one of my friends who asked me about waking up at 6 AM and what were the benefits to doing so. And it was a really great question because the first thing that I said to him was I was able to get my work done before everyone else. And currently he is studying at university and he's not really doing anything outside of that within a passion for himself. So when he'd finished university, there wasn't much else to do other than go to the part-time work that he was doing. This is why I believe it's so important to find something that you do outside of others' control and solely yours that you're passionate about. This could be as a content creator, this could be setting up your own business, this could be doing charity work, but something that gets you excited to get up in the morning. Something that's for you and not for anyone else. The massive problem that we have is when we get up in the morning, we're often rushing for other people, we're doing things for other people, and we're never doing anything for ourselves. So as I've been getting up at 6 AM, the mornings were for me. That time frame where I wasn't talking to anyone and I was just by myself was all for me, my work, my desires, and my progress. It isn't just about being someone who gets up earlier than everyone else. It's about making the day a positive one to start off with, making it for me. And that comes with my morning routine, that comes with my reading in the morning, that comes with just taking time to eat breakfast and not be rushed with it. And that comes with focusing on what's going to actually make today successful, rather than worrying about things that are going to happen in the future or have happened in the past. For me personally, I've also found that when I have exercise to look forward to, whether I'm going to run or whether I'm going to the gym with someone, it gets me a lot more excited to get up in the morning and gives me a reason and purpose to get up, do the work beforehand, make me ready for the day, and then go and work out to progress me even further within my health. If there's one thing that I can say for someone who maybe wants to get up earlier or anything like that, is to try and find something that you are passionate about that you can use your mornings to do so. There really is no point of getting up at any particular time then if you don't have something to follow and something that you're really passionate about. And that was something that I struggled with a lot in the past, and why I would play games to 4 a.m. or just watch movies and Netflix all night. I didn't have something that I was passionate about. And the only way that you're going to find that is by trial and error. You're not going to find it right away, and it's going to take some time, and you're probably going to mess up, but you have to take that jump, because that's the only way you're really going to move forward. If you have found that passion though, and you're someone who's on the opposite spectrum and you want to work on your own stuff, is it really worth waking up earlier? There's a stigma that those who are successful have to wake up early. However, there's no definite proof of this concept, and is more about how your body works itself. Dr. Michael Brew, also known as a sleep doctor, showed us that different people work better at different times throughout the day. Have you ever found yourself that maybe you're a night owl, so you find that you're actually really productive at 2 a.m? Or you're someone who finds that as soon as they get up, you're already ready to take action. Or you need a few hours just to get ready to then start your work. This isn't by pure luck or chance. This is your own biological clock talking to you. And he splits it up into 4 chronotypes for this. As lions, bears, dolphins, and wolves. The lions are the ones who like to get up and are most productive when the sun rises. The bears are what most people are, where they sleep during the night and they wake during the day. The dolphins are the ones that often struggle with sleep, and they only really let half of their brain sleep at a time, and the wolves are the ones who are the most productive when it comes to the nighttime. Our biology affects how we are most productive and how we're actually going to get the most work done. Most people aren't there to be lions and waking up when the sun rises. Most people are bears, and a lot are even wolves now, especially with the access to the internet and meeting people all over the world at any time you like. This is why I feel there's this divide of people who talk about needing to get up early and then not needing to get up early. And I think we should just accept that everyone is a little bit different. So the time that I'm going to be the most productive is not going to be the time that you're most productive. Maybe it is. Maybe there's a chance that you watching this is the exact same as me. But that's the way your body works, and we all work differently. So don't stress yourself too much if you're just someone who wants to get up early but never seems to get any work done as soon as you rise. Maybe you're just in a different chronotype. Because we have this, we actually have a significant advantage, because that means we can analyze when we are most productive. Start taking a note on when you feel that you're the most concentrated in the day. Just at the end of the night, before you go to bed, figure out where you've been the most productive in the day. What time, what happened before then? Why did that lead me on to be most concentrated? You'll find out a lot about when you work the best, and are then able to use that as deep focus to maybe understand more about a topic, study, create videos, be a better individual, take time for yourself, and more. You're going to understand when you work the best, when you don't, and then split those up into making your day a successful one in your own eyes. After 6 months of waking up at 6 a.m, and some days hitting the snooze button still, I found that for me personally, the 6 a.m. club is right for me. It allowed me to get ahead and take my mornings back, something I never had in the past. I've said before, I woke up for other people in the past. You know, you go to school, university, your job, anything like that, you're always thinking about other people before yourself. And the main benefit that's come from me waking up at 6 a.m. is that I have been able to take the first hour just for me and no one else. I've been able to gain so much more clarity in my life in a lot of different areas, because I've taken the time to meditate at that time. I've taken the time to read a book. I've taken the time just to sit and relax, even watch a YouTube video that I wanted to watch. I have used that time to not blame myself for anything that's happened in the past or anything that's going to happen, and just be here. 6 a.m. isn't for everyone. Neither is 5 a.m, 4 a.m. I know for a fact 4 a.m. is not for me. So it's about finding your own footing and finding what works best for you and the life that you are currently living. The one thing I would say is make sure you're getting enough sleep. Most people can't function on 3 hours for a long period of time. Get the right sleep for you, maybe 7 to 9 hours, maybe a little bit less for you, but make sure that you're resting properly, because that is the most important thing for your own sake, your health, and your life in general. It has a lot more benefits than you'd think, and just getting the right amount of sleep first and foremost is important. I've been going to bed a lot earlier than I used to. I used to go to bed 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Now I'm going between 10:30 and 11:30. So I have made sure that I'm still getting enough rest to make sure that my days can be productive, they can be filled with happiness, and they can be done over a long period of time. I'm going to continue on this journey of waking up at this time, and we'll maybe report back in about a year year and a half to see how everything's going at that point and if there's any changes that I would make. For right now, I am the most happiest that I've ever been. I'm surrounding myself with good people and I'm trying to push forward in every way I can to help you become the best version of yourself. Again, if you'd like to follow me on any of my social medias, I post mainly on Instagram, also helping you to push your habits and your mindset in the right direction. And if you'd like to join the Monday Mindset Club, the only email at the start of the week that you're going to be happy to get, I would love for you to be a part of that. I want to take a second to thank all the patrons who continue to support me and doing what I'm doing. And I know the video on the screen right now will be something you'll enjoy to watch. Have a fantastic day.